What's going on, everybody? Mando Trading here, and in this video we're going to practice reading some price action. If you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, whatever. I have a ton of these that you can go back and practice with as well. I'm starting to pick back up and do these again starting 2024. So let's get into it. All right, so first off, let's take a look. Let's identify what type of trend or market structure we are currently in. It's the first question I ask myself when I look at these. Now, the one caveat, of course, is there higher time frame liquidity being breached? And I've done the hard part and made sure that that's not going to be a factor here. So just take a look, think about it. If you want to pause the video, you can pause it here. But if not, this is the 30-minute chart on ES. This is a while ago, January 9th. But you'll notice we have a bullish market structure shift, right? If you see that high, we take out that high. So from that point, we have a bullish market structure shift. I have a video, it's private right now, but I'll put it out at some point on identifying a range and how important that is. But we mapped our range from low to high that took out the high. We get our discount retracement into a bullish imbalance. And from there, we complete my model and take out those highs yet again. So this is question number one. If you have any questions about this one specifically, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll get to it. All right, so here's question number two. Take a look. Now, very, very important to understand that you might be looking at this and being like, there is absolutely no way I can come to this conclusion. And I'm here to tell you that there absolutely is. It just takes practice and having the right structure or ideas in place. Okay, so let's take a look. First and foremost, identify your market structure. And then from there, you can make your decision. If you want to pause the video here to think on it, go for it. But if not, all right, so the answer is bearish or short, right? So you'll notice that what was the price run that was used in order to take out that high? It was from this low to that high. Now, when that low is taken out, we get a bearish market structure shift, so that when price retraces back to 50% or discount of our new bearish range, we can take a look to our left and see, do we have a bearish imbalance in discount that could justify a rejection and a completion of the Mando model? And here it is. There's your discount retracement into a bearish imbalance, check, and then there is your move down to your lows. So the model would complete at this low, and the way I kind of take action when the model does complete, I like to wait, right? So if a bearish imbalance, which forms here, you'll see, right? If a bearish imbalance forms to the downside in that current situation, so from right here to here, right? I like to just place my stop right here, right? Am I missing out on what could be a couple of points if it doesn't go my way? Yes, but I am using that idea as a way for me to not just take profit and miss out on this entire thing, right? It would just be as clean as possible. Now, you might say, why would you use the high of this candle right here? And the reason I use the high of this candle here is because this is the candle that created the imbalance to the downside, right? So if that candle doesn't get taken out, then to me, there's no reason to switch, right? The trade is still valid at that point. So that's the way I walk down my stop. And if you watch any of the live executions I post on Instagram, Twitter, even and TikTok, you'll notice that I literally just slide the stop loss in profit. So I'll take my win, and from that point here to here, it's still a pretty good win. It's not necessarily the completion of my model, but I'd rather take that with the chance that we get that continuation breakdown move that I can eat up on all the way down. So that is question number two. If you have any questions about that one, feel free to drop a comment. All right, question number three. and this one's going to play on your emotions. All right. So, first and foremost, what is our current market structure here? Make sure we look at it in its entirety. Okay. Identify your market structure, identify some imbalances, and move on from there. So, if you want to pause the video, pause it now. But if not, let me pull up the other. Okay, so this is the 30-minute CL chart. And again, you'll notice going through these videos, you're going to see me do this on all different types of time frames because in reality, it doesn't matter. This plays out the same. So you'll notice here's our bullish market structure shift, right? Taking out that high. So from that point, we're going to go map our range, right? So you might say, oh, well, this wasn't the immediate move. There are some red candles in here. But if you were to map this out all the way up, you're going to notice that this doesn't get to 50% of the range. That doesn't get to 50% of the range. That doesn't get to 50% of the range, and so on. So if we don't get to 50% of the range, if you've watched any of the content that I make, you'll notice that what I say is, to me, the range isn't set. And if the range isn't set, we have to wait for it to get set. So we finally make our high. And from this point, you'll notice there is our very steep, very ugly, right? That probably made a lot of people change their decision just by seeing this movement, but falls right into the discount, right? Below 50%, bullish imbalance, check. And there we go. Boom. Mando model completes right up here at 74, and it does so. So that move in itself was from 71 to 74. It's 3 points, not bad. All within a relatively short period of time as well. So that is number 3. If you have any questions about that, feel free to drop a comment below. All right, and last but not least, question number 4. Okay, so let's take a look. Identify what your market structure is, right? Sometimes zooming out is really helpful as well. So because you get this ugly candle, I'm sure that was some sort of data candle. We'll look at it in a sec, but again, identify what is our current structure, right? And are there any imbalances in discount that we can look towards? Okay, so if you want to pause it, you could pause it here and try and figure it out. But if not, okay, and here's the answer to number 4. This is the Bitcoin 30-minute time frame, and you will notice that we had a bullish market structure shift. So market structure is bullish. We'll go from our low to our high, right? If we were to break this down in each little increment, you're going to notice there's no 50% retracement, okay? Pretty close here, but not quite. As we continue higher, we have to wait for the range to set. So the range does not set even on this, right? If we were to have our low here to our high and we get that retracement, it's still not in discount, okay? So we would wait for this high here. We get into discount once. Can we justify that bounce? Yeah, there's a bullish imbalance right here. Boom, and bounce. And we continue on until we get to that 79% retracement, bullish imbalance, check. And there she blows all the way through to complete my model. So on that one, that's a $3,000 move on Bitcoin. Sorry, the phone is bugging out right now, but there's my model completion right off that previous high. And that's all I got. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll make these as long as everybody continues watching them. Like the video as well. Appreciate it. And if you guys have any comments, questions, anything like that, just feel free to drop them down below. So that's all I got. Until next time, we will talk soon.